on comp day, there's no more thinking. That's why I say warm-ups are so important. Each warm-up is an opportunity. You get good enough at this, you don't have to think about it comp day. You don't have to overthink and complicate. Do the work. So when you step out there on the platform, you know you're ready to go. You know you've done the business. And welcome back to your mum's favorite channel on YouTube, Colt Strength. It's deadlift day. Now I am 5 days out of competition. This is the first competition I've done in a long time, but we're almost there. This is my final deadlifts in preparation for that. Now, I'm using this competition on the weekend. It's on Sunday. I'm using this as a springboard, okay, into next year where I'm looking to qualify for the Giants Live 2025 World Deadlift Championship. It's a strongman competition. It'll probably be held in the United States, and that's a bucket list competition for me. So that's what I've been working towards. Now, I only decided on doing this competition coming up around 6 or 7 weeks ago, so it's been a very short preparation for this comp that I have on Sunday. So I'm not, looking to go too crazy. I have a nice goal of around 385 kilograms, nice clean rep ideally. That's kind of the goal I set myself 6 or 7 weeks ago, considering the fact that it's only a short prep. Now, I would usually take 16 weeks to prep for any sort of competition. Now, the stronger you get, the longer you need to prepare. So I would normally allow myself a full 16 weeks, okay? But not this time. I just want to use this comp as some momentum, get my base back up to a nice, respectable level. Now, my last session, I pulled 375 kilos for a single. It was hard, but it was smooth, okay? And it was successful. And that's, that was the heaviest lift of this prep. And it's the heaviest that I've deadlifted in a little while. So that was nice, but on Sunday, I'm looking to just beat that by a little bit. That would be ideal. And then use that to start a new preparation for the qualifying event for Giants Live. The qualifier for me will be, I think it's in February or early March. And that's, going to be wearing a suit. So a Giants Live with a strongman deadlifting, you wear an equipped suit. Okay, it's not raw. But I need to get used to that so I can get an advantage from using it, right? It's a skill. It's a difficult skill. So the plan for after this competition was to put a suit on, which I will be in about six weeks' time or so. I'm going to allow myself a small block of training with some difficult variations and some volume building before I do put a suit on. But I'll be then, putting a suit on to acquire the skill to get myself ready for a February competition, I believe. That's the plan. But some really exciting news now, that deadlift plan that I'm going to be using to get myself to Giants Live, I'm going to be uploading that onto my website on Sunday. So Sunday, I'll have a brand new deadlift program, the Deadlift Devastator. That will be live Sunday. I am very excited to release this program. It's a 16-week deadlift block. Okay, this is a big program. This is guaranteed to add kilos or pounds, whatever it is, to your deadlift, but it's not going to be easy. It's not for the faint of heart. This is a solid program, right? I had to write something really solid because I have big goals and I'm very confident in this program. I'm looking forward to running it with you guys. I'll be filming each and every session, just as always, here on YouTube. So I'll be doing the program with you and I can, drop you some insight and some knowledge along the way to help you maximize that program to get the most out of it. That's my goal. I'm looking forward to that. But I'm going to share more with you about the program during the training session. I'm going to get warmed up soon. The goal for today now, it is 5 days out. It's not heavy, as much as I want to go heavy. I'm going to save that for Sunday, right? So today, we're going to be really greasing the groove with this technique. Now, technique has felt a little bit inconsistent the last 6 weeks. That's probably happened because I've been pushing the weights a little bit too hard, versus where I'm really at the moment, right? As I said, a short prep, so I might have rushed a little bit and my technique's been a little bit inconsistent. So today we're gonna grease the groove, but we're also gonna be moving this bar with some serious intent. Now, you've heard of speed deadlifts before. I don't really like the term speed deadlifts, but mainly because it's overused. But today, I think the goal is gonna be 6 plates, 3 sets of 3, but I'm talking speed deadlifts. I'm gonna move 6 plates like an empty bar 3 repetitions, 3 sets to really grease the groove, to really set myself up for success this Sunday. This is technically a deload. This is the lightest that I would typically deload, but I had a few heavy sessions in a row, so I do need to let my body recover before I get up there on the weekend and have a serious crack. But I'm gonna get into this now. We'll talk more during the warm-ups. Let's go. All right, baby, 60 kilos on the bar now. So I'm gonna cruise through a few warm-ups as we get closer to 260 kilos or 6 plates aside. I'll probably share some insight with you in regards to what I'm working on today, but also what is my focus on competition day, right? What's going through my mind? Am I really focusing on technique? Is it more so about just executing? I will share some of that with you because you may find that valuable. I've been competing for around a decade. For those of you who are new here, my best deadlift, 410 kilos, 903 pounds. My best powerlifting total is 1,050 kilos, which is around 2,314 pounds, I think. So not too bad, right? So I want to share some insight with you in regards to what is my mindset like on comp day when it comes to lifting the weights. We'll get to work now, 60 kilos. Let's go. It's only a light day, but we've got to switch on, baby. We've got to switch on. Yeah, baby. Easy peasy. 2 plates next. Let's go. All right, baby, 2 plates, 100 kilos, 220 pounds. We'll go 4 repetitions. Not rushing them, but moving with intent during each repetition, making the most out of each one. Not taking any repetition for granted right now. Yeah, baby. 3 plates next. Let's go. All right, baby, 3 plates. Got my straps on, my belt on, the same equipment that I'm gonna be using on the weekend, the same equipment I'm gonna use for my top set today, right? Get familiar. We'll go 3 repetitions here, and then we'll move into singles. Let's go. Easy work, 3 reps. Smooth, speed. Yeah, buddy. 4 plates next. All right, so I'm just about to load 4 plates on the bar, 180 kilos for another warm up, but I just quickly wanted to touch on a couple of things. Now, in the comments, I always get people asking, why am I wearing straps this close to competition? Aren't you worried about your grip? One, I'm never worried about my grip. My grip is robust. If you don't believe me, go and check out a few videos I did a while ago, but if you have seen them, then you would know. I've got no problems there. But strongman, the competition, right? It's suit and straps allowed. So I'm not wearing a suit for this comp, I'm going raw with straps, but straps are allowed, so of course I'm going to use them. I can focus on a few different things and it reduces my risk of a bicep injury. Now, the second thing I want to touch on is this is a deload session. It's very boring for me. You know, like, I'll be honest with you, I have zero motivation to do this session because I know that it's capped at 6 plates. No matter how good it's moving, there is no reward today. 0 reward, 0 gratification, okay? This is just greasing the grooves to set myself up for Sunday. So I'm not going to achieve anything profound in this session. What I'm going to achieve is a successful setting up for success on the weekend by making sure everything is aligned, everything feels smooth, and that I'm full of confidence going into Sunday because, again, I'm going to talk about it at my top sets, but my mentality on comp day and how these training sessions can really affect that mentality, right? That confidence on comp day. So we'll talk more about that as I get, towards my first working set, but we'll hit 4 plates in a minute. and we'll keep working. But if you're still here, which of course you are, like this video, drop a comment and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Let's get to work. Four plates. We hit singles here, so we hit a single at 180, single at 220, and then it'll be 3 by 3 at 6 plates. Let's go. Let's go, baby, come on. Let's go. All right, baby, 5 plates now. This is my final warm up. Typically, this would not be my final warm up at all. This is an early warm up, but for today's sake, it's my last warm up. I'm gonna switch on. We're gonna make it move like an empty bar, and we'll get to work with the top sets. Let's go. Come on, baby. Speed. Let's go, baby. That's easy. All right, baby, 6 plates on the bar. That's the weight for my working sets today, 260 kilos. We have 3 sets of 3. Now, before I get started, I want to talk about the mentality that I'm looking to have during comp day, what I try to execute on comp day, right? Now, this session here is the last opportunity for me to overthink things, which I am doing a little bit today, right? I'm playing around with a few different starting points, a few different little routines to see what's gonna feel the smoothest, what's gonna feel the most natural for me on comp day. On comp day, there's no more thinking, okay? All the work's done. I'm not gonna magically learn to deadlift better on comp day, okay? That's not how it works. I already know how to deadlift. I have to just show up and execute, right? I've done all the work, although it's been frustrating, although it hasn't always gone my way this last 6 weeks, that's okay. I've still done the work and I've still set myself up for an opportunity with success. What can we do? We can go the other way if things aren't going our way and then make stupid decisions. Sometimes we bail on what we're doing. Sometimes we try and change the plan in desperation. And then we get to comp day, there's no way in the world it's gonna work, right? I still give myself a chance by showing up, by doing the work. And today, as I said, we're still feeling things out a little bit. Now I have 3 sets here. I have 9 repetitions total to find the groove, to fill myself with enough confidence that on the weekend, I can just get out there, trust in myself, know what I'm doing and execute, right? And that's the same with any competition, whether it's my deadlift only comp, whether it's one of my 3 lift powerlifting meets, right? When I did my 1,050 kilogram total on comp day, I wasn't thinking about anything except just lifting. I'd done all the work. I knew how to squat, bench and deadlift. I'd practiced it over and over and over again, right? That's why I say warm-ups are so important. Each warm-up is an opportunity. You get good enough at this, you don't have to think about it comp day. You don't have to overthink and complicate and banish yourself, because that's what happens. We make ourselves weaker by overthinking a lot of the time, especially when we're nervous, okay? Because it's not just the gym anymore. There's other things to think about. You're competing against people. You're lifting in front of strange people. There's a lot of people. There's noise. The equipment's different. The pressure's different. You don't want to think about technique as well, right? You want to do that during your training, during your prep. Do the work. So when you step out there on the platform, you know you're ready to go. You know you've done the business. That's my opinion, and that's what I do. So I'm going to get these 3 sets done now. How good will they be? Hey, I'm not too sure, but I'm going to give them my everything, and I'm going to make sure by the end of this session that I'm satisfied with my effort, that I finish this prep strong, and that I have a good chance, a great chance of success on Sunday. We'll talk more about my new deadlift program, the Deadlift Devastator, after my last set. We'll wrap the video up with more of a chat on that program and loosely what it's going to entail, so you get an idea, right? It's going to be fun. I'm going to get to work now. Let's go. All right, baby, let's go. First set. Let's get to work. Come on. 3 reps. Easy, let's go. All right, baby, now set 2. One thing I will say is this, right? Deloads never feel as easy as they should. Now, it could be multiple reasons. The first reason could be that you're due for a deload. You know you're due for a deload when weights that normally move easy don't move easy, right? That's a surefire way of saying you're probably fatigued. And the second reason could be that motivation factor. I know it's not challenging today, so my body, or my mind, whatever it is, doesn't really get itself up, you know, the same way it would for a heavy session, which is also understandable. There's multiple reasons, right? Which is why it's important to have a goal and know what you're trying to achieve during a deload session. You wouldn't go into a deload session like this going, I'm gonna move these weights better than I ever have. No, my body is actually quite cooked at the moment, right? So this session, this may feel a bit heavier than what 260 would normally feel. Although it's light, right? It's light for a reason, because if 260 is heavier than it normally is, it's still gonna be fine. It's still relatively light. It just doesn't feel amazing. We're at set 2 now. I'll shut up. Make sure you like this video, drop a comment, and subscribe. Let me know, are you excited for the competition on the weekend? Are you excited to see the video? Drop a comment, let me know. Let's go. Easy work, smooth. Yep. Yeah, baby. Let's go. All right, baby, so I'm gonna do set 3 in a minute, but I was just going through some of my comments on the latest video I posted on YouTube just a few hours ago. I posted my controversial take on the Jeff Nippard versus Mike Van Wyck situation, the controversy, right? And I simply shared my perspective, a neutral perspective. I think it's quite a neutral perspective, as most people in the comments would agree that have a rational, reasonable mind. But it's just really funny seeing how many people get emotional in the comments. I can only imagine what they'd be like in real life, but a lot of people don't even watch the video through or listen. They will simply hear a perspective that isn't just instantly condemning someone to cancellation for doing something that's not that great. Right? It's not the end of the world. It's not that great. It's not that big of a deal, but the fact that you won't instantly condemn someone, you become a supporter of that. And that is part of the human condition that is extremely sickly and pathetic. So I would like to thank those people who have left my channel and unfollowed, because I didn't even want you here to start with. I don't want people that are like that, right? It's fine to have an opinion, and it's fine, that's fine, right? We can disagree. I have no issues with that at all. It's the crying about it and the emotional response, right? You get so triggered by someone having a different opinion. That's weird. That's weird. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? But enough of that. But it's a fun video. If you want to go check it out, check it out. If you agree with me, that's great. You don't have to. If you want to unfollow me, that's fine too. Cool beans, man. But if you want to watch it, and you don't agree, and you're just like, oh wow, that's a different opinion, congratulations for being reasonable. There's not much of that out there anymore. I'll get the last set done now, and then we'll talk about the program some more, and we'll wrap the session up. Let's go. Oh yeah, baby. Set 3 of 3, the last set of deadlifts before competition. Let's get it. Let's go. Yeah, buddy. Easy work. all done. All right, baby, so that wraps up the deadlifts for this prep. You know, it felt okay. It felt like a deload, but you know, I'm definitely confident. You know, another 5 days ahead of me to rest, to recover, to get myself excited for that big deadlift. You know, competition is exciting. So I'm excited to get up there. I'm excited to just get amongst it again, regardless of the result. I know what the plan is after that. It's just got to work, baby. We've got to work, got to work, got to work, and we've got to follow a good program. So I've written out the best deadlift program in the entire universe, without a doubt. My last program was the best in the world. We had to step it up. So we've gone best in the universe, no doubt, easy work. That'll be available on my website as of Sunday, but I'll post that up in the post-competition video. So when I post my video for the comp, that'll be the release for the program. So keep your eye out for that. And it's gonna be 16 weeks long, split into essentially four-week blocks, okay? So 4-4-week blocks within that program. You know, in the beginning of the program, there's some serious variation work. And it's challenging, you know? It's definitely a challenging program, but it gets results. Challenging gets results, and that's reality. That is absolutely reality, and I'm excited to get on the platform on the weekend, but also to get into a suit after the comp and to work on a new skill, a new challenge. And we also have the bench press going at the moment really well. So that's another big focus for me at the moment. We have bench press tomorrow. That'll be the last considerable training I do before comp. And then even though I'm not benching on the weekend, I still want to bench this week because that's going really well. Obviously I have my goal of reaching a 600-pound bench press in the near future. So tomorrow, another stepping stone on the way to that. We're about 2 weeks off of max testing for bench press and the new bench press program as well, which is also going to be the best bench program in the universe. You know it. If you run any of my other programs, you know it's true. They work, they're fantastic, and they look cool. I like to have fun with it. But I hope you appreciated this little bit of insight into, you know, my mentality for comp day. I know that the training was pretty boring, man, 263 by 3, whatever. For me, that's very comfortable, but, you know, it was good. I'm done. I'm happy to be done. That was a drag, to be honest, right? It sucked, I didn't want to do it. I'm gonna go back inside now, edit this video, have some food, and then nerd out for a bit. Might play some PlayStation. I'm back on Baldur's Gate 3. I don't know if any of you play games. I didn't until recently, like I have before, but recently I bought another PlayStation 5 and thought I could spend some time being a nerd because I do enjoy that. I enjoy being myself. I like lifting weights, I like being big and hairy and whatever, but I also like being a nerd. Truth. So until next time, you know what to do. Do what you want to do, but you have to go to the gym as well before you can do that because you have to earn it. Let's go.